Continuing on with relationship dynamics, the drama triangle, and we're going to take this to further depth. We have the victim, and we have the rescuer, and we have the persecutor. This occurs in domestic abuse cases, but it also occurs in, like Berne said, the games people play. It's in relationships in general. So the persecutor persecutes the victim, and the rescuer comes in to save the victim, right? This is a common thing. And it doesn't have to be 3 people, it can be more, it can be 2. Or you can do this with yourself as well. So, but all these positions are interchangeable. If the victim is persecuted and the rescuer comes in, and to save the victim, they persecute the original persecutor, everybody moves around. The rescuer becomes the persecutor of the original persecutor, who drops back down to here. So, okay, that's fine. Most people know this model. Most people understand that this is at the core of a lot of relationship dynamics. This is what happens within romantic relationships and abusive relationships. This happens at work. This happens with family, and it gets repeated. So, I mean, if you want to know more, read some Berne, read games people play, and you'll understand these dynamics and where they're at. But you're getting something from it. This is where you get to the crux of the problem. This is where you get to growth. When you really look at it, what am I getting from being a victim? Well, I don't have to take responsibility for my life. Someone will come and save me. I could just sit here playing victim, and it becomes familiar, and I constantly do this. And then I could say, oh, hey, look at them, they're really nasty, and this person's really nice, and everybody else down here or over there goes, yeah, that's really true. So the victim can become the persecutor in that respect. As a rescuer, you bring meaning to your life. I only feel fulfilled when I'm saving somebody, when I'm important to someone, and the more important I am to you, the better I feel about myself. And the persecutor can act out their frustrations and their inner violence and anger, if you like, and make themselves feel better. So you get this one up situation, one up, one down. Yeah, so I'm here and you're done there. And that makes me feel better about myself. And we can find ourselves getting caught in these patterns. We often repeat them, because when the persecutor can no longer persecute that victim, because that victim becomes strong and starts to grow and moves themselves into different circles or goes to therapy or whatever, the persecutor just moves away and looks for someone else to persecute, because they can't fulfill this one-up thing, or the I'm okay, you're not okay. They can't fulfill it, so they move on. Equally, the rescuer, if the rescuer can no longer save the victim, go and find someone else to rescue. But if the rescuer is looking at themselves and goes, oh, hang on, I'm going to step out of this. I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to keep saving you. I don't want to keep having to put you in a position where I'm pulling you up on your behaviours or keep rescuing you, lending you money, emotional support. You're draining me. You need to stand on your own 2 feet. So the rescuer can then walk away, and the triangle gets broken, the triangle gets severed. But someone else will come and fill the role if everybody involved decides not to grow, which can often be the case. So if you find yourself in this dynamic, which I think pretty much every human being has at some point, ask yourself that golden question: what am I getting from it? What do I get from being a rescuer? What do I get from being the victim? What do I get from being the persecutor? Because when you find out what you get, which if you find out in your present what you're getting from this, it will tell you a lot about your childhood, and it will tell you a lot about your dynamics with your parents, your immediate family, peers, etc., that you have learned a pattern. And these patterns can create codependency. I need you to be the victim. And I need you to be the victim because I can rescue you. This happens in families where someone's an alcoholic or a drug addict or handicapped or something like that. They have a physical or illness or a disability or something. I need you to be ill. I need you to be ill because it gives me someone to kick against or and blame for my life, or it gives me someone it gives me a meaning in my life. And hey, when I get better, when I get stronger, when I get physically stronger, or I overcome my disease, or I overcome my addiction, I transcend things. Where have you gone? Well, I'm sorry, I'm really angry with you because you've got better, because your health, you're regaining health and strength means I can no longer play out my patterns, play out my script, as Berne coined it. You know, I can no longer play out this life script that I have, because you have your script and you have your stroke, as in ego stroke. I play out my script, I get an ego stroke. I play out my script, I play out my script, I get ego strokes all the way, whether they're negative or positive. There's still an ego stroke. But I need someone else in that dynamic in order to fulfill this. When you break that script, because let's face it, you learned it in childhood, you know, and a lot of people's childhoods are quite dysfunctional. Some people have amazing childhoods, a lot don't, you know. So get rid of the script, get rid of the patterns, break this triangle. It doesn't mean you have to no longer see the person. I mean, yeah, if it's domestic abuse or abuse of any sort, really, yeah, maybe you need to walk away, even if that's a family member. But sometimes you can just hold them at arm's length, or not find yourself getting involved. You know, I'm really sorry for your situation, you know, because I've rescued you so many times. I'm really sorry for your situation, but I'm going to change how I help you, or maybe withdraw my help. But I'm going to say, hey, if you thought about doing this, or again, maybe not, just maybe a complete severing. And, you know, go, really sorry for you. I got my own stuff to get on with. Break the codependency. If you do find yourself codependent on someone's script that they've got in their life, and you find yourself dependent on them, keep replaying that script, you need to change yours. It's not about them changing theirs, it's about you. It's always about you. No matter what goes on in life, people could throw all sorts of stuff at you. You do, once you're aware that you have a choice, and you do have a choice, doesn't mean the choice is easy. The choice could be really difficult. You know, oh, hang on, I'm going to have to break a pattern that I've lived out all of my life, and within this pattern, I know who I am. If I break this pattern, then I change the sentence from I know who I am to, who am I? You know, I don't know who I am now. I'm going to have to write a new script, but how amazing and exciting is that going to be if you turn it around? To write yourself a new life script, if you have the opportunity, if you have the insight and the knowledge, or the knowledge which gives you an insight into how you're behaving in life, when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, when you're sick and tired of being the victim, or the rescuer, or the persecutor, and you go, hey, I want to change. Then look, dig deep, delve deep. Don't be afraid to. Only good things can come of it. But this is the drama triangle. I'm going to move you on next. We're going to look at ego states.